Your Majesty at your service. Welcome to Fair Queen Talks. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of my podcast, Take the Lead. On today's episode, I want to talk to you about transitioning into a new phase of our lives and hopefully motivate you to take the lead in this new chapter of your life. Before I go ahead, I want to define some of the terms I'll be using today. Transitioning. When I talk about transitioning, I refer to the times of your life when you're about to have a big change. Is that period of time you have to adjust to the next phase of life. Season. When I talk about seasons of life, I refer to the stage of life you are in your human development. There are 7 stages a human moves through during his or her lifespan. These stages include infancy, early childhood, middle childhood, adolescence, early adulthood, middle adulthood, and old age. I am currently in early adulthood. Early adulthood, also called young adult, is a stage of life between 18 and 39 years old, when grown-ups become more independent and explore different life possibilities. Chapter. When I talk about chapters, I refer to the phase you are in within your current season. I've been in early adulthood for a good decade now, but I'm now entering and transitioning into the chapter I call the working mum. Okay, so now I have defined everything. You understand the way I am using the terms and have more of an understanding of where I am at personally. So in our world, many societies are transitioning from a quarantine life to a life that we were all looking forward to in 2020. The restrictions that came along with COVID-19 for the beginning of the year took control of everyone's lives. Many people want to reclaim control over their existence and take the lead in their lives. Taking the lead in your life is the most powerful thing you can do. When you take the lead in your life, you become the protagonist in your own life. Often, our lives are dictated by the agendas of others. The media, for example, dictates how we perceive ourselves or how we measure one's success. When you take the lead in your life, you become in control of the narrative and outcome of your life story. During the transition periods of our lives, we can sometimes feel like it's the calm before the storm. We feel excited for what is about to come, and we are aware that challenges are ahead of us. To take the lead in our lives, we need to have the ability to deconstruct what makes us us. We need to be able to unpack all aspects of our lives. Last week, I said that we need to actively participate in our romantic relationships. This week, I am saying we need to actively participate in our lives and be present in every single relationship we have with others and especially with ourselves. Taking the lead in our lives means to be aware of our purpose, responsibilities, and contributions to ourselves, our families, and communities. So, who are you? What is your life about? Where do you want to be by this time next year? To take the lead in your life, you need to understand what or who rules your life. Because when you take the lead of your life, you are making decisions for yourself. You become accountable for your own actions. You can no longer hide behind excuses for why you've done something that may not be so wise. You have to own up to everything that you have done and that you do. With independence in adulthood comes responsibility. Responsibility to be in control of your life. Adulting is a process, and we can't expect that after 18 years of life to know everything. However, we need to be learning and maturing each day. We need to become more self-aware and recognize unhealthy patterns in our lives in order to make changes that will positively impact us. I want us all to be better people, siblings, lovers, friends, workers, citizens, and neighbors to our fellow men. So, now I'll give you 8 simple steps to lead our lives on purpose. The tips I will be sharing with you today are from Ryan Clements from Lifehack. So tip number 1, determine what we uniquely value and who we really are. Who we really are can be connected to our faith, our culture, community. This will require us to dig into what we prioritize and deem important. When you know what you value and who you are inside, you will have a better idea of what areas of your life you need to invest in and put your energy towards. Number 2, think action, not rewards. When we live each day excited to give our very best in what we can control, our actions and our attitudes, we are able to live a life on purpose. Number 3, if it scares you, do it. This speaks to doing things that scare you that are aligned to your purpose. For example, telling your crush you like them, or start a business you've always dreamt of. Number 4, commit to mastery. Mastery is a long-term thing, and it's about creating long life habits. For example, if you want to learn to play piano and become the next Mozart or even greater, you will need to practice for many hours. When you're mastering that skill, you need to be committed, and it doesn't matter what happens in your life, you need to keep going. So you need to put the work in if you're going to take lead in your life. Number 5, seek guidance from mentors. Sometimes mentoring comes in the form of books, articles, and speeches, or sometimes your friends or neighbors, your parents. Find whatever or whoever that can help you on your path of your greatness. You don't have to do it alone, so don't go at it alone. Number 6, create value for others. Taking the lead in our lives does not mean that we should be individualistic and selfish. The more you learn about yourself, the more you want to give to others. A fulfilling life is one that includes creating value for other people. Number 7, make plans and take action. I've been guilty for making a lot of plans and not doing anything. There is no point in overthinking. So if you want to start a business, don't get stuck in the business idea stage. Just do things that will move you closer to achieve your actual goals. So it's not about talking about what you want to do, it's about doing what you want to do. And number 8, be thankful and appreciate the moment. Ungrateful people are difficult to be around. Don't be one of them. Don't be one of those people who's always complaining and is always looking for what is wrong in the world. This is why focusing on actions, not rewards, is so important. Resist the urge to vent, but rather just be thankful for the fact that we have a chance to do something that is authentic to us. Embrace the moment of where we are. This will go a long way to helping us live a life on purpose, and it will also go a long way to ensuring our long-term happiness. Taking the lead in your life will make this 2020 we are all sharing a better year for you and for those who share existence with you. As you are transitioning into a new chapter or season of your life, make sure that you are in control of your decisions and are building a narrative of your life that you can be proud of. At the end of each episode, I address the Queendom. Be accountable for your actions. There's a reason for every season. Be in control of your narrative. Remember your purpose. Be the lead player in the story of your life. Thank you so much for listening to Fair Queen Talks. See you next time.